Dear viewers, you are welcome again to another new edition of my YouTube channel entitled 2022 Herbal Medicine Against Pandemics, a World Without Diseases. Today, I'm going to carry you to the practical use of sugarcane for your good health and the use of cactus and the use of calendula. That's what we're going to be doing today. So, you are always called upon to subscribe to my YouTube channel to learn new things that will keep you healthy and happy. Okay, dear viewer, we are now at the practical part of our lesson. As I promised you, that will ever be short and brief and showing you exactly, step by step, what you can do to improve on your health. That you have to be your own doctor. That you don't need hospital, you don't need me, you don't need any doctor. Be your doctor. And my teaching is equally good for pharmaceutical industry, which can gain something how to prepare new medicine. So I am open for collaboration. Today we are going to talk, we start with this sugarcane that I've just picked a small stem of the sugarcane to show you what is sugarcane. For those who do not know what is sugarcane, it's a very sweet plant that is found in the equatorial zone. This is sugarcane, and this is a medicinal plant, but many people don't know the use of sugarcane. So, sugarcane juice produces natural sugar, and this, by extracting the juice of this sugarcane, you can make your skin to be soft and glowing and shining. You can prevent cancer using this sugarcane, cancer of the skin, because this sugarcane has a concentration of magnesium, has a concentration of potassium, has a concentration of iron and manganese. So this very sugarcane helps you against liver problem and makes your liver work better. This very sugarcane detoxifies chemical and metabolizes drugs and makes the liver function better. This sugarcane itself is good against hepatitis and other liver complications. Sugarcane juice now plus limes or lemon is a good digestive treatment of the digestive system, because it prevents stomach infection, it prevents constipation. This very sugarcane helps in boosting the immune system. As you see it lying here, helps now boosting the immune system, because the bilirubin level is in control treatment of atherosclerosis. So it is good for the treatment of heart, form of heart disease that narrows the arteries and slows or blocks the flow of blood in the heart muscle. This sugarcane can do away with atherosclerosis. This sugarcane is good to boost your heart to work well and the blood to flow well in your heart muscle. You don't need chemicalized medication that have side effects. This sugarcane enough is good to help those who are suffering from heart disease, and many people around the world are suffering from heart disease, and this had already been provided since the Garden of Eden for people not to suffer from heart disease, because this is sufficient for the treatment of atherosclerosis, which is a dangerous problem against heart, that makes that the flow of blood will not come normally into the heart muscle This is the solution. Now, we'll go to Calendula, just this small flower that is around your house for decoration. This is great medicine against coughing, catarrh, whooping cough, cold, and other complications of the respiratory system. How to use it? You take a bit of this calendula, and you produce a tincture, just as I will produce. I have here with me this excipient that I'm using to produce my medicine in front of you and do away with coughing, and do away with catarrh, and do away with respiratory problem. I cut this flower and I send it inside here, and I leave some seconds, and I shake You see that the color, which was transparent, will be extracting this, and once I take it in, it gets into my lungs and clears away all the viruses that are responsible for the coughing, sneezing, sneezing. This is the solution just around your garden. This is Calendula, whooping cough. Bacteria, it destroys bacteria producing whooping cough. This is it. And asthma too, sinuses, all those things that are linked to respiratory system. And once you shake them for long, you can then take a bit of it in the spoon like this and consume, and shake in the mouth, shake for some time in the mouth, and then you consume. And you see that when you give to the children in the teaspoon 3 times a day, they will not have whooping cough, they will not have bronchitis, their lungs will be free thanks to Calendula, which is just a common flower around you, and this is a powerful treatment against these respiratory diseases. Now, practically, we're going back it is a nice medicine, and to make it powerful again, we stir it to make it strong, to stop the whooping cough, to stop the bacteria responsible of that. And this is it that we have against the whooping cough. This is what we have against respiratory diseases. And for Arnaldo, you take more of it. As you hear me taking at the background, my lungs are free from bacteria. Respiratory bacteria are gone. Just like that, dear viewers, everything has already been provided from the Garden of Eden. Now, we are going to the crucial presentation that I have for you today. The crucial presentation is the use of cactus. If you go to the World Green in Illinois, you see this plant being sold at the food market in packets. This is a very useful plant. That you have at the food market. How to use it? Those who have fat stomachs, those who have obesity, who are too huge and they want to reduce their weight. This is their solution. And this is a tip. You take the tip, the young tip of it, and you have to clear, to take away, to prepare it. You have to cut the pines which are on it to make it become food. Not to use the pine. You take them away without letting the sieve go out, because that is where the medicinal plant is, the medicinal extract is. So you remove the pine away, and you now chop the various parts. You now chop the various parts like this. You now cut them into pieces like this, into small pieces, into small pieces, into small pieces like salad, into small pieces like salad. Or you still make a tincture. You can use it in many ways, either eating it as vegetable or making a tincture to drink, so that it will reduce your weight and your shape, especially the stomach, especially with big fat stomachs. You don't know what to do. You just go to the Walgreens and buy. In Africa, for instance, when you are in Africa, you go to the bush and you find a cactus. Even in America, you can still find it at the landscape, and you bring it home to make a tincture, to make things easy. Probably you are in an office, you can't have somewhere to cook and eat. You have your cactus, you have a glass, and you have still my bottle of this strong drink. You have a strong drink, you put it around, and you have your cactus done this way. You prepare another tincture again to do away with obesity. This is what you do to do away with obesity. Or you have a piece of it, means that you grind to make the medicinal component of it come back easily. And what you have to do, this is what you have to do, and this will help you still again for the heart. It will activate the blood circulation. If you didn't have good blood circulation, the plant will make your blood circulate well. If you had heavy legs, very heavy legs, this blood will make your legs light to be walking without a problem. If you had, for instance, indigestion, that will stop. If you have obesity, it will send you to bowel, and you will stool a lot profusely until all your intestine, all those things which are kept there, all the flatulence will leave your intestine, will leave your small intestine, will leave your big intestine. If you have colon problem, ready for operation, they will not operate you again. Everything will be well with you. And this very plant will expel all form of worms, even the most difficult worms that cannot be expelled by chemicalized medicine. As you are doing this, all the worm will leave your system. All the frogs will leave your system. All the worms will leave your system as you do this and drink. Even some formation of cancer will leave your system. Fibroma, for the women having fibroids and who cannot conceive children, this is still good for them. As you drink this, you do away with fibroids, you do away with fibroma, you do away with some stomachal cancerous form, you do away with worms, and you have good blood circulation, and you have heartbeat with good rhythm, and you will not be tired again. And it is also good for diabetes, because it will reduce your sugar level very fast. As you are taking it, combined with this excipient, you are also working against the pancreatic trouble. You are also healing your pancreas to work well, so that you will not have a lot of sugar in your bloodstream. Now, how do we use this very cactus for skin complications? Skin complication meaning scabies or cancerous or cancer of the skin. You go under the tree the cactus tree with your spoon and you just wound it. And when you wound it, you have this sieve, the blood of cactus, which is white, coming down. And this is your greatest treatment. When you cannot treat any skin complication, you go to cactus and you collect this sieve like this. It will drop. Be careful, this sieve should not touch your eye. And when you do it, wash your hands because it's so aggressive. And other complication, I say skin cancer, you apply on it. Skin cancer, you apply on it. Even some breast cancer, you apply around the breast. It will have effect on the cancer inside, and you still make a tincture like this to drink. So it is against cancerous form, skin complication with application. So when you do like this, when you collect the sieve, that should be enough. You now have to mix with something like glycerin to make an ointment, something that you have to rub. So you use the sieve that has to flow like this, and you use the sieve that flows like this, and you mix it with some glycerin and you apply on the scabies that are untreated. In 2 or 3 days, everything is dried and burnt. Everything is dry and burnt like with fire. And you now rub oil to moisturize it and remove the scalp. So, dear viewers, as I promised you, you have seen how practical we are going to be doing this year. We have done the teaching on sugarcane uses. We have done the teaching on the sugarcane uses today, and you know how to use this common plant, which are eatable. All are eatable. All what we have here are eatable. There is no side effect. There is no poison. No poison. These things are against poison. I know that now. And now I'll have to tell you the final use of this cactus against all poisonous complications. Whatever the poison, there are many types of poison, from botulism to all the industrial poison. This is the treatment against poison. When you extract the juice of this cancer and you feel that you have been poisoned, you just mix with a bit of oil, kitchen oil, and you take in the mouth and you swallow it. You are going to excrete all form of poison that enter your stomach. This is the last and great use of cactus against poisons. And around the world, this is the greatest plant that destroys all form of poisons. And the last virtue of this cactus tree is not physical. You see all these pine that are on the cactus are against all form of invisible things that could be disastrous to human being. So these are actually arrows to battle, because in the spiritual too, this cactus is a lion. This Dear viewers, please always subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you have the best treatment you can ever imagine using the common medicinal plant that surrounds you. Please always subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you.